Hello everyone. Hope you are excellent. And this is Nilesha, a corporate trainer for Advanced Excellent Power BI. Today, I'm coming with a very, very wonderful topic. The topic of this century. Let's create a dashboard. Dashboard is a type of analysis based on which we can generate the outcome on the basis of whatever the data we have. हमारे पास कोई भी data है, उस पे जो कोई भी analysis करना है. For that, the word dashboard is very famous nowadays. And already we have understood pivot in prior videos, but dashboard is one topic that is very much close to my heart. I love to create a dashboard. मुझे बहुत मजा आता है. So, yes, guys, be ready. I guaranteed you that once again you can learn good things from a topic that is dashboard. So now let me share a screen for you. So before entering into the dashboard, let me show you dashboard. What is dashboard? So before entering into dashboard, let me show you which kind of data we have. So अब यदि आप यहाँ पे observe करेंगे, so we have a raw data with us, dates, region, client types, product types, products, categories, types, quantity, and revenue. So this is what the heading what we have. Now, from this raw data, if I really wanted to create a meaningful outcome from the data, that generally we do filters, sum, subtotals, copy, paste, creating a chart and presenting the data. Don't do this because already we have understood the pivot. So you don't require to do this. But yes, how to create a dashboard, how to use a dashboard. Let me show a dashboard for you. So for example, this is an example for you. This is the kind of dashboard. This is known as a dashboard. Dashboard is presenting your data in a very, very wonderful way. So this is one way of presenting the data. For example, if you observe from those data, हमारे पास यहाँ पे top 5 products available है, bottom 5 products available है, years available है 2008 to 2012, region available है, categories available है. If I click on central, you got the answer of central. If I click on east, you got the answer of east. If I click on 2009, you got the answer of 2009, including changing of the top performer and lowest performer. So highest performer and bottom performer, and capsules and injections and powder and tablet. So wherever you click, you got the answer according to your purpose. And this is what the beauty of a dashboard. So आपको कहीं जाने का जरूरत नहीं. You can present your data here itself. Apart from this, if I'm talking about a dashboard, one more, a type of dashboard where we are able to present total value. So 2008, 2009, by region, by product type, 2010, 2009 to 2011, for capsules, for injections, for powder, for capsules and ointment, for import, for own, for third party. Guys, wherever you click, however you click, you can represent the data. You can understand your own data in a far, far, far better way. And this is what a beauty of a dashboard. This is a type 1 dashboard. This is once again type 2 dashboard when we have all columns with us. So same, report by region, report by client type, report by years. So by year 2011, by year 2009, by year 2010, for capsules, for injections, for anesthesia, for Epilex, for antacid. Once again, wherever you click, you got your answer. And it is not up to here only. You can see once again, I have top bottom here also. So for example, I want to analyze the data by financial year 2009 to 10 for central, for capsules, for injections, for tablet. So wherever you click, you got your answer. This is a raw dashboard that I've created for your presentation purpose. Now, if you really want to create this dashboard or this kind of dashboard, then be here. Next 20-25 minutes are very, very important for you. And that was the reason I'm here for you. So yes, let's start. learning the dashboard. So very, very simple. This is once again a data what I have. If I am talking about this data, this is the data of ABC Limited. Now, prerequisite number one, we'll select the range as usual. We'll convert our data into table. So usse kya hoga? If you are adding the data at the bottom or at the right hand side, you don't have to bother about that. So simple, just click on table, click on OK. So now if you observe, I've converted my data into table. Number one. Now, when you are creating a dashboard, आपको पता होना चाहिए कि what is your expectations from your data. So मुझे क्या चाहिए? So मुझे मालूम है, I want to generate the outcome on the basis of region. I want to generate the outcome on the basis of product type. So what we'll do is simply we'll click here, we'll click on insert, we'll click on pivot table. Pivot table is a back-end process. Dashboard is a front-end process. So pivot table, click on new sheet, click on OK. So this is sheet number one. When I'm talking about sheet number one, it's a sheet of a data. When I'm talking about sheet number two, it's a sheet of pivots. So now यदि आप यहाँ पे observe करेंगे, मैंने दोनों शीटों का नाम दे दिया है. Let me give the heading for your brief. So the first pivot is on the basis of the region. So we'll just click here. Region is your heading, always appears in the rows. I want to see the outcome by revenue. So revenue is your values. So we'll drag the revenue in the value. So now this is the first pivot. Let me give a name to the pivot. हम pivot को नाम देंगे. कैसे? So click on pivot analyze. Click on pivot table. Over here you can see pivot table. Instead of one, it is region. So this is the first pivot that we have created. That is on the basis of the region. If you want to convert this value into percentage, then once again you can right click here. Show value as. And for example, percentage of grand total. आपको percentage of grand total के हिसाब से value दिखाना है. So you can do this. Depends on you. ये सिखा रहा हूँ. But this is depends on you. Right now, what's my purpose is? My purpose is no calculation. It means a summation. If you don't want a summation, already we have understood, you can right click here and you can click on summarize value and you can count or average or maximum or minimum, whatever you want, you can have that. So this is the first pivot we have created. Once again, we'll click outside, data, insert, pivot. Now I want to create the second pivot. Where? मुझे second pivot कहाँ पे बनाना है? So in pivots only. So we'll click on existing sheet. We'll click on pivots. We'll click here. We'll click here. So now this is the second pivot we have. Second pivot किसके basis पे बनाना है? Sir, client type के basis पे बनाना है. So we'll, as client type is my heading, so we'll drag client type in the rows. We'll once again drag revenue in the value. So this is the second pivot, that is by client type. So this is my second heading. I want to give the name to this pivot also. So once again, pivot analyze, pivot, and for example, I have given a short form, that is client type. So this is the second pivot I have created. If somebody asks me, Nilay sir, based on client type, I want to see the outcome by type also, or by category also. So to segregate the value, I repeat, to segregate the value, you can put that heading. For example, client type by region. So you can put that heading into columns. So when you drag that heading into columns, okay, now if you observe, prior it was single value, that is 15,30,437. अब 1530 कैसे आया? तो सेंट्रल का ये वैल्यू है, ईस्ट का ये वैल्यू है, वेस्ट का ये वैल्यू है. Okay, so this is what a beauty is. I don't want this, you can remove this. So this is the second heading based on client type. The third pivot. So once again, click here, insert, pivot, existing sheet, pivots, click, and okay. So now this is the third pivot that we are generating. I want to generate this pivot by months. मुझे इस pivot का analysis by month देखना है. Okay, so अब इसमें बहुत मजा आएगा, just focus कर लेना. To analyze the data by month, क्या करेंगे? So we have dates with us. We'll drag dates into rows and you can see the plus and plus and plus and plus sign over here. I don't like this. I personally don't like this. रहने दो, देखते हैं. Okay, revenue into values. So now if you observe, I have 2008, 9, 10, 11 and 12 data by months, by revenue. यहाँ पे, by years, by revenue, sorry. Now I don't want the outcome by years, as I want to generate the report by the month. तो क्या करेंगे? Prerequisite. You can right click here, click on ungroup. So now you can see all the data by dates. As I want month, so once again right click, group. Instead of anything over here, you can choose a month. By default it is month. If you don't want month, you want quarter, for example, just click on quarter and click on OK. So now this data is converted into quarters. Okay, once again I want to see the outcome by years. Right click, ungroup, right click, group by years, once again years. So this is once again converted into years. Once again, I don't want years, I want months, sir. So once again, right click, group, instead of years, choose months only, simple, and okay. So now your data is converted into months. Now किसी के माइंड में ये क्वेश्चन आ सकता है कि सर ये गलत आउटकम है, ये तो मंथ वाइज सारे साल का आउटकम है, मुझे इंडिविजुअल साल का भी देखना है, वो सीखेंगे। ओके, उसके लिए हमारे पास एक नया टूल भी अवेलेबल है, सो डोंट वरी। सो ये 3 पिवट हमने जनरेट कर लिए बिकॉज हम ये डैशबोर्ड बना रहे हैं। ओके या यदि किसी को क्विकली समझ लेना है तो इट्स वेरी वेरी सिंपल, यू कैन क्लिक ऑन एनालाइज टू सी द डेटा बाय years by months. Click on analyze and prior video we have understood slicers, जो आज भी हम सीखने वाले हैं। Okay, and we have second option with us, that is timeline. Timeline stands for years only. I repeat, यदि आपके डेटाबेस में डेट अवेलेबल है तो ही टाइमलाइन एक्टिवेट होगा, अदरवाइज नहीं होगा। सो यू नीड टू क्लिक ऑन टाइमलाइन. You can see only one option, that is date. I just click on dates, click on OK. So now if you observe, my data starts from 2008 to 2012. So you can observe 2008 January to December, then 2009, then 2010, then 2011, then 2012. If you don't want to do this, then you want to see the outcome by years, तो क्या करेंगे सर? तो मंथ का ड्रॉप डाउन यहाँ पे अवेलेबल है, फिल्टर क्लिक कीजिए, ईयर्स पे क्लिक कर लीजिए। सो अब यदि आप यहाँ पे देखेंगे 2008, 9, 10, 11, 12, सिंपल। 2009 outcome of 2009 by months, 2010, 2011, 2012. Wherever you click, you got your answers. Getting my point? Yes or no? Come on. Yes, very good. So this is what the beauty of a timeline. Now डैशबोर्ड बनाना है, सो पिवट भी सीख रहे हैं एंड डैशबोर्ड पे भी जाएंगे। द वन मोर, डेटा, इंसर्ट, पिवट, existing pivots, and click here. Now for example, I have a boss and boss ने ये पूछ लिया कि निलय, I want to see top 5 products. I repeat, what are my top 5 products, मुझे ये देखना है। सो जनरली हम क्या करते हैं, गोला मेथड, जुगाड़। सर यहां से प्रोडक्ट्स को ले लिया, रो में डाल दिया, रेवेन्यू को ले लिया, वैल्यू में डाल दिया। अब टॉप 5 कैसे निकालेंगे? तो मैन्युअली निकालेंगे। डोंट डू दिस। इफ यू रियली वांट टू फाइंड द टॉप 5 प्रोडक्ट्स, देन easiest way, let me share you the easiest way to do this. Very very simple. As if you observe, right now you have the outcome according to your row labels. अब मैं क्या करूंगा, मुझे रो लेवल के बेसिस पे आउटकम नहीं देखना है, मुझे हाईएस्ट वैल्यू सबसे ऊपर देखना है। सो मैं वैल्यू पे क्लिक करूंगा। लोग गलती क्या करते हैं, हेडिंग पे क्लिक करते हैं। इफ यू क्लिक ऑन अ हेडिंग, राइट क्लिक हियर, तो सॉर्टिंग विल नॉट बी एक्टिवेटेड। बट इफ यू क्लिक ऑन एनी ऑफ द वैल्यू, then right click here and then click on sorting, then now it is small to large and large to small. Your problem solves. आपका प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो गया। यानी मुझे हाईएस्ट वैल्यू सबसे ऊपर चाहिए, लोएस्ट वैल्यू सबसे नीचे चाहिए। सो आई जस्ट क्लिक ऑन लार्जेस्ट टू स्मॉलेस्ट, वॉट एवर द हाईएस्ट वैल्यू इट बी, इट इज देयर, whatever the lowest value will be there, it is here. But sir, once again, jugaad, sir, will select only here, then copy, then paste. Don't do this. When you are creating the pivots, don't do this. Then sir, what's once again a solution? Very very simple. As usual, you have clicked here, just click on the filter button. Here you have the value filters. अब आपके पास पूरी दुनिया अवेलेबल है, starting from equal to, does not equal to, greater than, less than, between, not between, whatsoever. So I want top 5 values. So I just click on top 10. मुझे top 10 नहीं चाहिए, मुझे 5 ही चाहिए. I'm choosing top 5 and okay. Magic happens for you. Come on, magic happens for you. Now you can see these are your top 5 products. Once again, sir, in the same way, I want to see bottom 5 products. So I mentioned bottom 5 products. I am presenting this live to you, huh? So once again, data, insert, pivot, existing sheet, pivots, and click here, and click here. Now, as usual, bottom 5 products, products into rows, revenue into values. Once again, lowest value will be at the top, highest will be at the bottom. Right click, sorting, small to large. So lowest value will be at the top, highest will be at the bottom. Segregation, click here, value filters, top 10. I don't want top, I want a bottom. So instead of top, we are choosing bottom. हमने bottom choose कर लिया है, bottom 5 and okay. So now, if you observe in less than 5 minutes or 10 minutes, you have generated 5 different pivots, 5 different reports. Number 1 with region, मैंने उसका नाम दे दिया है. Number 2 with client type, उसका नाम भी दे दिया है. Number 3, इसका नाम मैंने नहीं दिया है, so हम यहाँ पे इसका नाम दे देंगे month. टॉप 5 का नाम नहीं दिया है, जानबूझ के नाम दे रहा हूं, यानी कंफ्यूजन ही क्रिएट नहीं होना चाहिए कि कौन सा पिवट किसका है. एंड द लास्ट वन दैट इज बॉटम 5. यानी ये मेरा रॉ डेटा रेडी हो चुका है. वी कैन प्रेजेंट आवर डेटा इन 2 डिफरेंट वेज. वे नंबर 1 इज दिस. सो यहां पे भी आप अपना डेटा प्रेजेंट कर सकते हैं, बट वेन आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट अ डैशबोर्ड, डैशबोर्ड इज ऑल अबाउट प्रेजेंटिंग अ डेटा इन अ विजुअल फॉर्मेट. सो एक अच्छा सा विजुअलाइजेशन क्रिएट करना शुरू करते हैं. सो नाउ आई वांट 3 डिफरेंट शीट. सो मैंने पहले से 3 शीट बना लिया है. शीट नंबर 3, रीनेम, फॉर एग्जाम्पल इट्स टॉप वर्सेस बॉटम. शीट नंबर 4, एनालिसिस, एंड शीट नंबर 5, एनालिसिस बाय मंथ ओनली, यानी मंथ वाइज डेटा देख रहा था. सो हमने 3 शीट बना लिया है. As I am aware that डैशबोर्ड अच्छा दिखना चाहिए, लुक अच्छा आना चाहिए, तो लेट्स चेंज द बैकग्राउंड कलर. सबका लुक सेम कर लेंगे. सो सेलेक्ट ऑल, टॉप वर्सेस बॉटम, सेलेक्ट ऑल. फॉर एग्जांपल चेंज अ बैकग्राउंड कलर, वॉट एवर द कलर यू वांट. फॉर एग्जांपल मुझे मालूम है कि ये पहले 9 रो मुझे डार्क चाहिए, सो मैंने यहां से डार्कर टोन ले लिया है. इट डिपेंड्स ऑन यू गाइज, प्री रिक्विजिट नहीं है, इट डिपेंड्स ऑन यू. आपको जो कलर कॉम्बिनेशन पसंद है आप अपनी रिक्वायरमेंट के हिसाब से ले सकते हैं. मैंने अभी टेम्पररी ये ले लिया है. सो वंस अगेन, पहले 9 रोज, सॉरी, पहले बैकग्राउंड कलर ले लेते हैं. व्हाट वाज दैट कलर, लेट मी चेक. सो दैट वाज ओके. सो वंस अगेन दिस वाज द सेम कलर, देन 9 rows and well darker. Once again month, select all, and this was the color. And for why 9 rows, डिफरेंस दिखाने के लिए. सो ये आप पे डिपेंड कर रहा है कि आपको किस तरह से देखना है. आपको शेप क्रिएट करना है तो यू कैन क्रिएट अ शेप ऑल्सो. सो ये मेरा बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर आ चुका है. नाउ आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट द फर्स्ट, दैट इज टॉप वर्सेस बॉटम. सो मैं क्या करूंगा, एज यूजुअल, पिवट्स, टॉप 5 प्रोडक्ट्स, analyze and pivot chart. When I click on pivot chart, I want the chart with bars. So I've clicked on the bars, click on OK. So this is the first pivot. Sorry. So this is the first pivot. Now, let me give the name, top 5 products. I don't want this, hide. I don't want this, hide. I don't want legend. I don't want grid lines. I want the data labels. Now this is what my chart is. Control X, top versus bottom, Control V. So इस chart को मैंने यहाँ पे mention कर लिया है. Number one. Okay. If you want to give a color combination to this, as usual, it's a green color. For example, if you want to present your color combination in green or black and whatever you want, so you can have that. For example, let me have a gradient. So I've clicked here, gradient fill. I want only 2 color combination. One is white, second is bottle green. style is left, white. So now you can see, your performance looks like this. I don't want a border color. So as usual, borders, automatic, no lines. So now this looks like this. As usual, I want a bold with green color with the bigger size. I want the same, everything is green color. So I've chosen here and choose the green color. So this is what the data what I have. ये मेरा पहला प्रोसेस बन चुका है. For example, if someone feels that, sir, I don't do this, I don't want this style, you can change the style according to your purpose. As usual, मुझे और कुछ creativity करना है, so you can click on shapes, have the shapes. For example, I am creating one shape here for a reference. Right click, send to back, background color, white, border color, green, and increase the thickness of the border. That is 2x14. I don't want a border of this. No outline. So ये पहला structure मेरा ready हो चुका है. If you want to increase the size of this, or if you want to highlight this, you can highlight according to your purpose. Okay. Now second, copy and paste. As usual, it's a bottom 5 products. So let me change the color from here. That's the red one. So now pivots instead of top. Now I want a bottom. Same process. So quicker. Bottom 5 products as usual. So bottom 5 products. Right click, hide, right click, hide. इसमें थोड़ा सा टाइम लगता है when you are creating this, but once you do this, it looks very super. And that was the reason it is important for you also to utilize the things. So gradient, as usual, instead of green, I want the red. I have the red. Instead of border colors, I don't want a border. So now this is what your outcome is. I don't want a border over here also. Control X, top versus bottom, Control V, and इसको यहाँ पे put up कर दिया है. यानी अब यदि आप देखेंगे तो आपका पहला raw structure ready हो चुका है for top 5 products, bottom 5 products. Sir, as usual, we want the slicers and timeline. So we'll click on analyze. Already समझ लिया था, अभी समझा है insert timeline. Click on dates, click on OK. So now if you observe, the timeline is here. Instead of months, I want the years. So now these are your years. Sir, I want the color combination as this blue or this blue, depends on you, whatever you want. Okay, so ये मैंने यहाँ पे ले लिया है. Second, I want a slicer also. So analyze, slicer. For example, I want to see the data by region, by category, by type, and click on OK. So now we have 3 slicers with us. The first slicer, by region. Second slicer, by category. And if you want to convert this into 2 parts, if you want to convert this into 2 columns, you can do this. So now if you observe, we have converted this into 2 different columns. Or if you want the 3 columns, you can have that. So depends on type of data what you have. So this is what a structure I have. If you want to add any designing, that you can, जो बाद में देख लेंगे. Okay, now this is what the first outcome is for top versus bottom. Now the same for analysis. So temporary, we'll copy this. Shape को सिर्फ copy paste कर लिया है. So equality maintain हो जाएगा. So now pivots, when I'm talking about analysis, region, analyze, pivot chart. Sir, I want to see the outcome of pivot charts, for example, by this type, pie. Depends on you. So I have chosen the pie chart. I want any designing from here. So you can have the designing according to your purpose. You can right click here, hide. I don't want legends, or I want the data labels, report by region. So now this is the outcome by region, Control X, analysis, and Control V. So now this is once again a chart what you have. Now, if I am talking about this chart, I want the background color as a black, X for example. So I've chosen the black background color. I want the black background color for the shape also. So I've chosen the black background color. I want a border as a white. So I've chosen the white border color. Depends on you guys. Okay. If you want to increase the size, you can increase the size according to your purpose. If you want to increase the size of the number, you can increase the size of the number once again according to your purpose. So this is what you want to present. If you feel, sir, we want to present our values here in percentage, so once again, you have options with you to present the value from here, or you can change the things from here and present your value. So it is up to you. These are the percentages, these are the things, these are the things. So you have all the styles with you. So whatever style you want, you can present your data in that way. I want right now the value only. Once again, copy and paste. Once again, pasting it over here. Sir, I want to see the outcome by client type. So we'll click here. As usual, pivot chart. जरूरी नहीं है कि वहां पे वो स्टाइल है तो यहाँ पे वो ही लेना है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आई वॉन्ट टू प्रेजेंट द डेटा बाय क्लाइंट टाइप एज ग्राफ. Okay, so this is what I've chosen. For example, this one depends on legends, grid lines. It is good to have a same background color. So we have chosen the same background color. If you want to present your value at the top, you can present the value at the top. Report by client types. For example, someone feels that, sir, I don't want this style. Whatever the style you want, you can have that style. As usual, depends on. So we want different styles according to our purpose, and we have chosen the style. So for example, so now these are my values. Control X, as usual, analysis, click here, Control V, and pasting it over here. So now I don't want this, hide. I don't want this, hide. So now if you observe, this is what your outcome is. As usual, sir, we don't want the borders. Borders will be off. So this is what the outcome what we have. Once again, if you feel, sir, I don't want a background color of this, you can see the things like this. Okay, so it's up to you that what style you want. For example, I want this one, you can have this one. So this is just an example for you. Now this is what the outcome what we have. Once again, we'll click here. As usual, if I'm talking about this, analyze, as usual, timeline. I want the outcome by dates. So this is the outcome by dates. As usual, outcome by years, outcome by years. Style number one, timeline number one. Once again, click here. As usual, slicers, slicer for category and type only. I repeat, because region itself is there. So I don't want the outcome for region. So I've chosen category and type only. So for example, three parts. Hope you are understanding the things, guys. And it's all about practicing and practicing and practicing. So it's a routine practice of mine. So for me, it is very, very easier many a time to present a data very quickly, very easily. So now I'm formatting this. I've formatted this. If you want everything in a good flow and shape format, then over here you have alignments, and in alignments you have align top. So now you can see we have aligned your data in the top alignment. So depends on. And the last one, that is month. So I want to see have the last option with me, analyze, pivot chart, and now which type of chart I want. For example, you may have bar, you may have pie, You may have line, but for this, I always prefer the column one. So I've chosen the column one. Control X, temporary, directly into month, and Control V. So now this is what my chart is. As I am aware, that I don't want sum of revenue, right click and hide. I don't want the heading of months. I don't want the legend. I don't want the grid lines. But as this is by month, then it is, for me, it is very, very important to present in a good flow. So I have increased the width. Report by month. So this is what my outcome is. For example, here I want the same outcome, but if you want to change the color combinations, as usual, we are aware that we can change the color combination according to our purpose. So for example, let me present this data by blue. Let me present the data in white only. Chaliye. So now this is the data in white only. As usual, insert. I always like to present in not in a normal format. So we'll use the shapes. We'll click here, and once again, we'll generate one rectangle for a reference. Change it, background color as white, right click, send to back. Just click here, reduce the size according to the purpose, no borders. Now, if you observe, this is what the final data what I have. If you want to increase the size of any of the text, you can click on format. As usual, you have all the options with you. So for example, a black with whatever the style you want, home, bold. So this is bold also. If you want to present the values, then once again, you can click here and data labels. So these are your data labels also. Okay. For example, you want the bar as standard, this color, the color will be matched. Okay. So now this is report by month. Okay. So this is what the outcome what we have. Once again, for month, I want three major things. Number one, month-wise timeline, month-wise, year-wise. So for example, or month-wise, quarter-wise, whatever you want. It is not necessary, guys. It's always up to you that which type of outcome you want from your data. So for example, someone feels that, sir, I want to analyze the data by quarters only. So you can, I want to analyze my data by once again, by year, by month only. So you can. So once again, this is by year, by month. Okay, so this is by year. Once again, we'll click here, analyze and slicers, slicer by region, slicer by client type, slicer by category, slicer by type. यानी मंथ वाइज तो बहुत कुछ एनालिसिस करना है, तो जो एनालिसिस आपको करना था वो सारे के सारे हेडिंग आप लेके आ गए. कम ऑन, सारे के सारे हेडिंग हम यहाँ पे लेके आ गए. गाइज, होप यू आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग द थिंग्स. दिस next 10 minutes are very, very important. So just be here. We are going to rock the things. And I guaranteed you for this. And this will be amazing. Just you can understand the process. And the last one, for example, it's a type. So now if you observe, see, मैं पूरा डेटा लाइव कर रहा हूं. सो मेरा पर्पस कहीं पे भी पूरा ना कुछ दिखाना नहीं है. आपको पता चलना चाहिए कि हम क्या कर रहे हैं. ओके, अब हम क्या करेंगे. ये मेरा रफ स्ट्रक्चर रेडी हो चुका है. वेयर आई हैव टॉप वर्सेस बॉटम, वेयर आई हैव एनालिसिस एंड वेयर आई हैव मंथ्स. ये तीनों का तीनों क्राइटेरिया मेरे पास एकदम रेडी हो चुका है. इज दिस क्लियर, यस और नो? होप यू आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग द थिंग्स. नाउ वेरी वेरी सिंपल, आई वांट टू रिप्रेजेंट सर्टेन वैल्यूज हियर. ओके, सो अब यदि आप यहाँ पे ऑब्जर्व करेंगे, वैल्यू टोटल बाय मंथ्स, मैंने एक हेडिंग दे दिया है, टोटल बाय मंथ्स. ओके, सो लेट मी group these things. So select the range. I've selected the range. Merge and center. Bold. 2 rows. Merge and center. increase the size, total by month. Okay, and once again मैंने यहाँ पे एक बॉक्स बना लिया है, merge and center, and I want to give a background color as blue. So मुझे यहाँ पे वैल्यू देखना है, नंबर वन टोटल बाय मंथ. ओके, सो क्या करेंगे, पिवट, what's the total by month? So it's over here, so you can click equal to focused and enter. So this is what the value you have. by month पे क्लिक कर लीजिए, equal to, we are presenting the value here, so equal to नया है, फोकस कर लेना, equal to pivots, click here and enter. So अब यदि आप यहाँ पे ऑब्जर्व करेंगे तो वो वैल्यू आपके पास आ चुका है. If you want to increase the value, you can. If you want to give a color combinations, you can. If you want to convert the value into currency, you can. So अब यदि आप ऑब्जर्व करेंगे तो टोटल बाय मंथ मेरे पास यहाँ पे आ चुका है, द ग्रैंड टोटल. ओके, once again, आई एम इनटू एनालिसिस, मुझे यहाँ पे कुछ नहीं करना है, बट आई एम इनटू टॉप वर्सेस बॉटम. मेरा पर्पस यहाँ पे बहुत क्लियर है कि मुझे यहाँ पे, आई रिपीट, मुझे यहाँ पे मेरा टॉप परफॉर्मर देखना है. सो मैंने यहाँ पे सेलेक्ट कर लिया है, एज यूजुअल मर्ज एंड सेंटर, सेंटर अलाइनमेंट, बैकग्राउंड कलर जानबूझ के लाइट कलर कर लिया है. इन द सेम वे select the range, click here, click here, click here, and click here. For me, this is a top performer. For me, this is the bottom performer. आप वैल्यू भी यहाँ पे लेके आ सकते हैं, आप हेडिंग भी यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं. ओके, फॉर एग्जाम्पल आपको यदि ऊपर हेडिंग देना है तो आप दे सकते हैं, मेरे पास अभी जगह नहीं है और टाइम भी थोड़ा कम है, तो क्विकली देख लेते हैं. सो टॉप परफॉर्मेंस कैसे पता चलेगा? सो एज यूजुअल ये आपका टॉप परफॉर्मर है. सो वंस अगेन क्या करेंगे, इक्वल टू द वैल्यू इज J4 फ्रीज इट एंड एंटर. सो ये आपका आ गया टॉप परफॉर्मर. वैल्यू चाहिए तो वैल्यू के लिए भी यही करेंगे, बॉटम परफॉर्मर के लिए भी इक्वल टू दैट्स M4 एंड फ्रीज इट. सो अब ये वैल्यू भी आ गया. अब इस वैल्यू को वहां पे लेके जाना है, तो टॉप वर्सेस बॉटम इक्वल टू पिवट टॉप परफॉर्मर एंटर, इक्वल टू पिवट बॉटम परफॉर्मर एंटर. ओके, इसको आपको रेड कलर देना है, यू कैन हैव द रेड कलर. सेंटर एलिमेंट बड़ा कर दीजिए, एज यूजुअल सेंटर एलिमेंट बड़ा कर दीजिए. अब यदि आप यहाँ पे ऑब्जर्व करेंगे तो मुझे इसका ग्रीन कलर करना है, सो वी कैन चेंज द ग्रीन कलर. सो नाउ इट्स अप टू यू दैट आपको क्या प्रेजेंट करना है, किस तरह से प्रेजेंट करना है. एनालिसिस में मुझे अभी कुछ नहीं करना है, इट्स अप टू मी. Now, the last portion, how to connect all these things. I repeat, how to connect different pivots with this. So simple, date का connectivity सिर्फ top versus bottom के साथ होना चाहिए. So click on date, timeline, report connections. If you observe, it's top 5 and bottom 5. So click on bottom 5, click on OK. In the same way, click here. इसका कनेक्शन सिर्फ और सिर्फ किसके साथ होना चाहिए, टॉप वर्सेस बॉटम, और कोई पिवट के साथ नहीं होना चाहिए, टॉप एंड बॉटम. इसका कनेक्टिविटी किसके साथ होना चाहिए, स्लाइसर, रिपोर्ट कनेक्शंस, टॉप एंड बॉटम. इसका कनेक्टिविटी किसके साथ होना चाहिए, स्लाइसर, रिपोर्ट कनेक्शंस, टॉप एंड बॉटम. इन द सेम वे एनालिसिस, इसका कनेक्शन किसके साथ होना चाहिए, रीजन एंड क्लाइंट टाइप. सो टाइमलाइन, रिपोर्ट कनेक्शंस, our connectivity will be region and client type. Categories, slicer, report connection, region and client type. Type, report connections, region and client type. And okay, so ये connectivity मेरा हो चुका है. And the last one, month का year के साथ connectivity होना चाहिए. Timeline, see, इसमें तो एक ही है, तो उसमें तो connectivity देने का जरूरत नहीं. ओके, यानी अब यदि आप यहाँ पे ऑब्जर्व करें, मेरा सब कुछ रेडी हो चुका है. लेट मी क्लिक ऑन व्यू ऑफ द हेडिंग्स, ऑफ द ग्रिड लाइंस, ऑफ द फॉर्मूला बार, डबल क्लिक हियर. एंड अब यदि आप यहाँ पे ऑब्जर्व करेंगे, द थिंग्स बिकम मोर इजी फॉर यू. क्लिक ऑन 2010, 2009, you can see your value change. 2011, 2012, central, east, west, all the years, export, hospitals, government, डायरेक्ट। wherever you click you got your answers. ओके अब आपको वापस जाना है एनालिसिस पे, क्लिक ऑन एनालिसिस। अब कोई ऐसा बोल रहा है कि सर एनालिसिस पे क्लिक नहीं करना है, बटन बना के दीजिए। सो क्या कर सकते हो, लेट मी शो यू समथिंग। इफ यू वांट टू इंटरकनेक्ट द थिंग्स देन व्हाट यू कैन डू इज वेरी सिंपल। मैं कुछ करके दिखा रहा हूं आपको, देखना। सो अब हम क्या करेंगे, इंसर्ट, इंसर्ट टेक्स्ट बॉक्स, क्रिएट अ टेक्स्ट बॉक्स। फॉर एग्जाम्पल टेक्स्ट बॉक्स नंबर 1 एनालिसिस, यानी यहां पे क्लिक करने से मैं एनालिसिस पे जाना चाहिए। सेंटर एलिमेंट, increase the size. First button, that's analysis. You can give the style and shapes and color combinations according to your purpose, whatever you want. So for example, I've chosen this. Copy paste, looks like button. Yes. Analysis के बाद month. ये दोनों बटन्स को कॉपी कर लिया है, टेम्पोररी, कंट्रोल सी, यहाँ पे चला गया हूँ, क्लिक कर लिया है। तो ये क्या है भाई, कॉपी कर लिया है एंड क्लिक कर लिया है। सो अब यदि आप यहाँ पे ऑब्जर्व करेंगे मंथ एनालिसिस लिखा हुआ है, सो ये मंथ की जगह पे आ जाएगा टॉप वर्सेस बॉटम, यानी आपको टॉप वर्सेस बॉटम का एरिया देखना है, करेक्ट। सो वंस अगेन दोनों को चूज कर लिया है, कॉपी कर लिया है, मंथ पे चला गया हूँ, यहाँ पे पेस्ट कर लिया है एंड यहाँ पे क्लिक कर लिया है। सो अब यदि आप यहाँ पे ऑब्जर्व करेंगे तो दिस इज एनालिसिस एंड टॉप वर्सेस बॉटम एनालिसिस, ठीक है। सो ये हेडिंग सही है, टॉप वर्सेस बॉटम with analysis number 1. Over here it is top versus bottom by month, not by analysis. Heading गलत नहीं होना चाहिए। And the last one, that is analysis and month. Okay, so analysis पे क्लिक करने से मैं analysis पे जाना चाहिए। So click on insert, click on links, click on insert link, internal hyperlink, click here, that is place in this document, यानी इस document के लिए hyperlink देना है। तो click here, यहाँ पे क्लिक करने से analysis पे जाना चाहिए। Okay, once again click on month, यहाँ पे क्लिक करने से इंसर्ट लिंक, इंसर्ट लिंक, मंथ पे जाना चाहिए। मंथ क्यों, बिकॉज ये उसका शीट का नाम है, मैंने शीट के नाम को फोकस किया है। सो वंस अगेन इंसर्ट, टॉप वर्सेस बॉटम पे क्लिक करने से टॉप वर्सेस बॉटम पे जाने चाहिए, मंथ्स पे क्लिक करने से मंथ्स पे जाने चाहिए। सो इंसर्ट लिंक एंड मंथ्स एंड ओके, एंड द लास्ट टॉप वर्सेस बॉटम, इंसर्ट लिंक, top versus bottom and analysis, insert link, insert link and analysis. So ये मेरा hyperlink भी हो चुका है। Now guys, magical thing for you, magical thing for you, that you don't even have to do anything. For example 2009, 9 and 10, 10 for east with powder. So this is the data. Now someone asked me, Nilay, can we show the outcome of top versus bottom? यदि आप ऑब्जर्व करेंगे तो फिंगर आ जाएगा, क्लिक ऑन टॉप वर्सेस बॉटम, यू आर इनटू टॉप वर्सेस बॉटम। भले ही वहां पे चेंजेस किया है, यहाँ पे चेंजेस नहीं होगा। वाई चेंजेस नहीं हो रहा है, बिकॉज आपका कनेक्टिविटी डिफरेंट है। 2010 से 12 सेंट्रल इंजेक्शंस, सर मंथ वाइज देखना है वापस मंथ वाइज, सर एनालिसिस देखना है एनालिसिस 2008 कैप्सूल्स, ओके एंड न्यूट्रिशन 2008 कैप्सूल्स एंड न्यूट्रिशन। वापस कोई बोलेगा टॉप वर्सेस बॉटम देखना है, टॉप वर्सेस बॉटम, क्लियर ऑल करना है, क्लियर ऑल, क्लियर ऑल करना है। आप देख सकते हैं कि जैसे जैसे मैं चेंजेस कर रहा हूं मेरा वैल्यू भी यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, चेंज हो रहा है। सर ओनली कैप्सूल्स, सर ओनली एनाल्जेस्टिक, only east, only 2009. Wherever you click, you got your answer according to your purpose. Analysis, analysis, all the types for 2011, 2011. वापस by month, वापस by month, all the years for only and only one region, that is east region or central region or west region. Yani you can present your data in a far better way. I repeat my words. I repeat my words. You can present your data in a far better. Okay, guys. So this is what we have created a dashboard for you, a dashboard from raw data. एंड इसका सबसे बड़ा ब्यूटी ये हो गया कि यदि आपका डेटा में कोई भी डेटा ऐड होगा एंड आप यदि एनालाइज में जाके रिफ्रेश करेंगे तो आपका पिवट ऑटोमेटिकली रिफ्रेश हो जाएगा. एंड इफ योर पिवट रिफ्रेश, then your dashboard refresh automatically. And this is the beauty of a very, very simple, that's all about dashboard. So hope you have understood the things. I knew that it's a bit quicker, but as usual, you can revise these things, revise these things, revise this thing, and try to do it yourself. 4 things were important here. Datas, what you want from the data, pivots, type of pivots, what you want, chart, put the chart in a different scenarios, add the timeline. Timeline stands for dates only, and slicer stands for headings. Connect the slicers, connect the timeline from the tool, from the report connection, and in one go, you can represent your data in a far better way. So hope you have understood a dashboard in a very good way. Still, if you want to understand any query, any more topic, as always I shares, I'm happy to share whatever the knowledge I have. And why maybe I can share, because I am in this field from 18 years and train more than 20,000 employees for different corporates pan India. So signing off, Nilesh, corporate trainer for Advanced Excel and Power BI. Hope you have learned the things and enjoy the session. Take a very, very, very good care of yourself. And one of the most important thing, upskill yourself, upgrade yourself. See you. Bye-bye. Take care. Thank you so very much.